In a world where health and wellness are crucial, there's a natural elixir that sweetens the path to vitality, and that is honey. One fun fact about honey is that it never spoils. Did you know that pots of honey from more than 3,000 years ago have been found in Egyptian tombs and can still be eaten? Honey is a powerhouse of nutrients, antioxidants, and bioactive compounds. This natural sweetener offers a myriad of more than 11 health benefits. Surprisingly, despite its natural roots, honey is not without its controversies. For instance, consuming honey produced from certain plants may lead to health risks, such as the rare but notable mad honey disease caused by honey derived from the nectar of rhododendrons containing toxic compounds. But do the health benefits of this magical syrup that everyone seems to be raving about really exist? Well, in today's video, we will find out in detail. As a special bonus, we have included a delicious honey tea recipe for you to try out toward the end of the video. Let's get started. 1. Enhances digestive health. Honey typically contains up to 1% of oligosaccharides, a type of sugar that functions as a prebiotic to improve our digestive health. When honey enters the digestive tract, its oligosaccharides are not fully broken down and absorbed in the upper digestive system, allowing them to reach the colon, where they may exert their prebiotic effects. Here, they encourage the growth of beneficial bacteria, such as bifidobacteria and lactobacilli, which play a vital role in various digestive processes, including the synthesis of essential nutrients, digestion of fiber, and regulation of the immune system. This process helps in maintaining the balance of the gut microbiota, which is essential for optimal digestive health and may prevent common digestive issues such as bloating, constipation, and diarrhea. Apart from that, studies also reveal that honey enhances the ability of gut microbes to process nutrients, thereby supporting a healthier digestive ecosystem. Moreover, the enzymes present in honey, such as diastase, invertase, and glucose oxidase, further aid in the breakdown of sugars and starches in the diet. These enzymes may help pre-digest some of the foods we consume, making it easier for the body to absorb nutrients and reducing the workload on the digestive system. Consuming a tablespoon of raw honey, either directly or by mixing it into warm water, tea, or yogurt, especially in the morning or before a meal, may help prepare your digestive system for the day ahead. It's important to choose raw, unprocessed honey to ensure that the beneficial enzymes and prebiotics are intact, as high heat and processing may diminish these properties. 2. Boosts immune system. Honey's ability to improve immune health is largely attributed to its rich array of antioxidants, including phenolic acids and flavonoids, which you may find in higher levels in darker honey. These antioxidants are crucial for neutralizing free radicals, reducing oxidative stress, and thereby preventing cellular damage. When ingested, the antioxidants in honey are absorbed into the bloodstream, where they begin to exert their protective effects. This process is critical for maintaining an effective immune response to pathogens. Furthermore, honey possesses mild antimicrobial properties due to substances like hydrogen peroxide, as well as its low pH and high sugar content, which contribute to its ability to combat infections. This antimicrobial action may help reduce the burden on the immune system by directly inhibiting the growth of certain bacteria, viruses, and fungi. According to studies, honey exhibits anti-inflammatory activity by either downregulating inflammatory transcription factors or suppressing the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines. Secondly, Honey may stimulate the production of inflammatory mediators, which are involved in the inflammatory response. Incorporating honey into a well-balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and other nutritional elements to boost immune health may be as simple as consuming a tablespoon of raw honey daily or even spreading it on toast. However, for ongoing immune support, regular consumption is key. It's also beneficial to consume honey from local sources if possible, as it may contain traces of local pollen, which may help the body build resistance against local allergens, further supporting immune function. 3. Supports wound healing. The healing process begins when honey is applied directly to the wound. First, its high sugar content exerts an osmotic effect, drawing moisture out of the wound. This action not only helps to keep the wound environment moist, but also draws fluid out of bacterial cells, effectively inhibiting their growth and preventing infection. The low concentration of hydrogen peroxide, typically less than 1%, then provides a mild antiseptic environment, further reducing the risk of bacterial infection without damaging the surrounding skin or wound tissue. Moreover, honey's acidic pH, ranging from 3.2 to 4.5, promotes wound healing. This acidity helps to reduce the pH of the wound environment, which may enhance the oxygen release from hemoglobin in the blood. Oxygen is critical for cellular repair and regeneration, thus accelerating the healing process. Additionally, the acidic environment is unfavorable for many bacteria, further reducing infection risk. In a 2-year study involving 78 burn patients aged 10 to 50 years with first and second degree burns, results showed honey-treated wounds healed significantly faster, averaging 18 days for healing compared to 33 days with silver sulfur diazine. Applying a thin layer of medical-grade honey to dressings or directly onto the wound may facilitate healing. The frequency of application may vary, but typically changing the honey dressing once a day or as advised by a healthcare professional is effective. 4. Improves hair health. Honey's natural humectant properties play a pivotal role by attracting and retaining moisture in the hair fibers, preventing dryness and breakage. This moisture retention is crucial for maintaining the hair's elasticity and softness. Furthermore, honey's antibacterial and antifungal properties support a healthy scalp environment. It may effectively reduce dandruff and other scalp conditions that contribute to hair loss, ensuring the hair follicles are not clogged and may grow without hindrance. The vitamins and minerals present in honey, though in trace amounts, supply essential nutrients to the hair follicles, further supporting hair growth and strength. A 4-week study on 30 patients with chronic seborrheic dermatitis and dandruff showed significant improvement after applying a mixture of 90% honey diluted in warm water. Symptoms like itching, scaling, and hair loss improved within a week, with complete healing of skin lesions in 2 weeks, highlighting honey's effectiveness in treating seborrheic dermatitis and preventing its recurrence. Creating a honey hair mask by mixing honey with natural ingredients like coconut oil or olive oil provides a deep conditioning treatment. This may be applied to damp hair, left on for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then rinsed out with warm water. Regular use of honey in this way, perhaps once a week, may lead to visible improvements in hair texture, moisture, and growth over time. 5. Acts as a natural cough suppressant. According to studies, giving honey for up to 3 days is probably more effective in relieving cough symptoms compared to other over-the-counter medications. But how does it happen? Well, when honey is ingested, its viscous nature allows it to coat the lining of the throat. This coating action forms a protective barrier over the irritated mucous membranes, which are the source of coughing. The layer of honey keeps the throat moist, reducing the dryness and irritation that may trigger the cough reflex. The anti-inflammatory properties of honey, which may lessen throat swelling and discomfort, further enhance this soothing effect. However, you must keep in mind that using honey for infants aged up to 12 months is not advised because of poor immunity against bacteria that may be present, which may cause paralysis. 6. Enhances sleep quality. When honey is consumed before bedtime, the glucose in honey causes a slight increase in insulin levels. This rise in insulin allows the tryptophan in the diet to enter the brain more easily. Tryptophan is an amino acid that serves as a precursor to serotonin, a neurotransmitter that is converted into melatonin in the dark. Melatonin is often referred to as the sleep hormone because of its critical role in regulating sleep-wake cycles. Thus, by facilitating the production of melatonin, honey may help to improve both the onset and the quality of sleep. Additionally, the fructose in honey ensures that the liver has an adequate glycogen supply for the night. The liver's glycogen stores are crucial for preventing a drop in blood sugar levels, which may disrupt sleep. By maintaining stable blood sugar levels through the night, honey helps to prevent or minimize sleep disturbances. To harness honey's sleep-promoting benefits, it is recommended to consume around 1 or 2 teaspoons of raw, unprocessed honey directly or mixed into a warm, non-caffeinated beverage like herbal tea or warm milk before bed. The warmth of the beverage may further aid in relaxation, preparing the body and mind for rest. 7. Regulates blood sugar levels. Fructose, which constitutes about 40% of honey, gives honey a lower glycemic index. When consumed, insulin helps the body's cells quickly absorb glucose and use it as fuel. Fructose, on the other hand, is metabolized in the liver, where it may be converted into glucose, glycogen, or fat, depending on the body's needs. This differential metabolism may lead to a more moderated impact on blood sugar levels. Adiponectin is a hormone that fat cells produce that is essential for controlling blood glucose levels and fat metabolism in the body. In individuals with diabetes, adiponectin levels are typically lower, which may contribute to impaired glucose and lipid metabolism. By increasing adiponectin levels, honey helps enhance insulin sensitivity and reduce systemic inflammation, both of which are important for managing diabetes. In a 56-day study involving 48 type 2 diabetes patients, a regimen of natural, unprocessed honey showed promising results. The dosage started at 1 gram per kilogram of body weight per day, gradually increasing to 2.5 grams per kilogram of body weight by the end of the period. This approach led to a significant reduction in fasting blood sugar levels, demonstrating honey's potential in diabetes management. For individuals looking to improve or stabilize blood sugar levels using honey, moderation is key. Consuming honey in small amounts, such as a teaspoon added to oatmeal or yogurt, or used to sweeten tea during or after meals, may provide the sweetening effect with potentially less impact on blood sugar levels than an equivalent amount of table sugar. 8. Reduces cardiovascular risk factors. Along with managing blood sugar levels, honey also offers other heart-healthy benefits. The phenolic compounds in honey have been shown to have a direct effect on improving blood vessel function. They may help relax the blood vessels, improving blood flow and lowering blood pressure, which is a significant risk factor for heart disease. A study with more than 4,500 individuals aged 40 and older indicated that women who consumed honey up to 6 times a week had a lower risk of pre-hypertension, whereas men did not exhibit a significant association. The study concluded that moderate honey intake might reduce the prevalence of cardiovascular risk in women, but not in men. In addition to that, one 30-day study comparing the effects of table sugar and honey on 55 people found that honey helped decrease levels of total and bad LDL cholesterol while increasing good HDL cholesterol, indicating honey's contribution to lowering cardiovascular risk. 9. Promotes healthy weight management. Honey impacts body weight by affecting adiposity levels, particularly through its influence on adipose tissue expansion, seen in obesity. Adipocyte hypertrophy, or an increase in fat cell size, is the primary driver of increased fat mass in obesity, as it significantly enlarges the storage capacity of fat cells. In contrast, adipocyte hyperplasia, which is an increase in the number of fat cells, contributes less to the overall fat mass since the newly formed cells have limited space for storing fat. According to research, honey may lessen adipocyte hypertrophy in obese people who have high-calorie diets, demonstrating its potential as a natural intervention for controlling obesity by focusing on the growth of fat cells. Consuming honey before workouts may provide a quick source of energy that enhances exercise performance, potentially leading to a more significant calorie burn. It's also beneficial to consume honey in conjunction with foods high in fiber or protein, as this may help slow down the absorption of sugars and promote satiety, further aiding in weight management. However, moderation is the key, as honey is high in natural sugar. 10. Strengthens memory and concentration. The mechanism through which honey enhances cognitive function begins with its antioxidants' ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, a selective barrier that protects the brain from harmful substances while allowing essential nutrients to pass through. Once in the brain, these antioxidants scavenge free radicals, unstable molecules that may damage brain cells, thereby reducing the development of cognitive disorders such as Alzheimer's disease. Furthermore, honey's antioxidants may modulate the brain's signaling pathways, enhancing neuronal communication. This is vital for learning, memory formation, and the overall functioning of the nervous system. By improving the efficiency of these pathways, honey may help maintain cognitive functions as we age, potentially delaying the onset or progression of cognitive decline. A study on about 2,900 individuals aged 65 plus found that after consuming honey for 5 years, only 489 subjects developed dementia. This research suggests honey has memory-boosting effects that could help treat dementia and cognitive decline by enhancing the cholinergic system, increasing brain blood flow, and offering antioxidant benefits. It's important to note that while honey may be a valuable component of a diet aimed at supporting cognitive health, it should be part of a balanced and nutritious diet. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, also support brain health and should be included in the diet. 11. Supports liver function. The liver transforms fructose, in particular, into glucose, glycogen, lactate, and fat. In moderate amounts, fructose may help to maintain liver glycogen levels overnight, which is crucial for energy storage and regulating blood sugar levels. This is especially important during fasting states, such as between meals or overnight, when the liver's glycogen stores are the primary source of blood glucose. Maintaining adequate glycogen stores helps prevent metabolic stress on the liver. Furthermore, oxidative stress may lead to liver inflammation and damage, contributing to conditions like fatty liver disease and hepatitis. By neutralizing free radicals, the antioxidants in honey reduce oxidative damage and may help to preserve liver function. A study with around 22,000 adults aged 20 to 90 assessed honey's impact on non-alcoholic fatty liver disease risk. According to the findings, Those who consume honey 2 to 6 times a week show a lower risk of NAFLD. Now that you know why you consume honey, let's go over an exclusive recipe for honey tea to easily incorporate this magical syrup into your diet. Ingredients: 1 cup of water, 1 tea bag, your choice of tea, herbal, green, black, or any preferred variety, 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw honey, adjust to taste. Optional: lemon slice or cinnamon stick for additional flavor. Instructions: 1. Place the tea bag in a cup and pour the boiling water over it. Let the tea steep for about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how strong you like your tea. 2. Remove the tea bag from the mug, squeezing out any excess tea from the bag. Stir in 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw honey into the hot tea. Adjust the amount of honey based on your sweetness preference. 3. For a citrusy twist, add a slice of lemon to the tea. If you prefer a hint of spice, a cinnamon stick may be added during the steeping process to infuse the tea with warm flavors and serve. The daily consumption of honey offers an array of 11 health benefits, from improving digestion and boosting the immune system to promoting hair health and enhancing sleep quality. However, it's crucial to remember that honey, like any food, should be consumed in moderation. Additionally, individuals with allergies or underlying health conditions should consult with a medical professional before making honey a regular part of their diet. Today, we learned about all the good things that happen when you consume honey. But did you know that there are other useful things in your pantry that may be just as helpful? Want to find out more? Watch. 1 spoonful of olive oil every day does this to your body. Or watch 14 powerful health benefits of eating chia seeds daily. You may watch either or both of them. Will you be adding honey to your diet from now on? Let us know in the comments section below.